Hey guys, and welcome to my 2020 bullet journal flip through. So this is a little late, but I figured you could always use some inspiration for your journal, so I'm doing this video finally. I've never done one of these before really, but this is the journal I used this year. So it's an Archer and Olive A5, and the paper is 160 GSM, which is really thick. I really recommend these journals. I'm not sponsored or anything, but these journals are just super nice and high quality. So I didn't actually finish this journal, as you can see, because I actually totally switched what kind of journal I use. I kind of just got tired of this size. It's a little bit too big. I also wanted square grid, whereas this is dot grid. But nothing's wrong with these journals. I just kind of wanted a change. But yeah, so let's start at the beginning. My 2020 spreads I actually really liked. They were just super colorful, and although I pretty much never looked at them again after this, I kind of kept track of my movies and shows, and this is actually how many books I read this year. A little embarrassing. And here's January spreads. Honestly, kind of hated this theme right as I started it, but I kept going with it. It was just kind of boring. This one was kind of fun. Once I added the oranges in, I started to like it a bit more, but as you can see, you're going to see a lot of blank spreads throughout this journal. February was kind of like kid themed. I don't know, it was really colorful. And I started doing these magical moments inspired by Whiskey Mug on Instagram. Basically grateful for, but just rephrased. And I really enjoyed that for a while. So yeah, I was pretty on it since the beginning of the year. And then March came along with this kind of foresty cottagecore theme. And here is where the pandemic started. So this is when Canada went into lockdown. And Animal Crossing came out, which basically saved my life for a couple months there. It's pretty much all I did. And I actually kept journaling through April, but as you can see, not that many weeklies, and not many of them are filled in. And then May, I didn't even finish this spread, but it was Animal Crossing theme. I didn't use weeklies, so I ended up kind of doing just some fun spreads as well. And then this isn't actually September, I just used this blank page to try out a little cover. Use this as a little sketchbook to try out some themes. I basically just made this spread so that I could show my new stickers, so I could take photos of these for my shop. I didn't really use this spread that much. And then for a while I used my bullet journal as a sketchbook because I didn't have one on me. So I got new Poscas and tried them out in here. And the paper held up pretty well. More sketchbook with some washi ideas and doodling. Ended up making this washi actually. And then just a random weekly, I think from August. And this is when I actually went into back into journaling, so I missed like June, July, and August pretty much. But yeah, this is my September theme. I really liked it. I was really enjoying drawing these little rock guys. And this is like pretty much when I found more of my journaling style that I actually liked. I like these little guys. And yeah, this spread was really fun to make, and I think you guys really liked it on Instagram, so that was nice. I love this sticker by Hello Wildflower on Instagram. I love her shop. And I also made my first memo pad. This is also Hello Wildflower's washi tape. And these stickers from my shop, which I love. Just more random spreads, kind of. I was sort of doing weeklies, sort of not. I like these spreads, but honestly, I don't like filling everything in with writing anymore. It was fun at the time, but I don't love how it looks. I kind of like more organized writing, I guess, instead of like filling every single space. And then here are my 2 washies, like the first time I used them. Those are still in my shop too, of course. And then October, I also really liked this theme. I went like kind of autumnal Halloween, just general. So I could use a bunch of Halloween stickers and washi tape that I've been keeping for a really long time. And I started doing these like organized weekly spreads. As I mentioned, like I was kind of tired of this format that's kind of just put things wherever they fit. I started doing these, which are kind of like way more organized, and I liked this a lot. You'll see like a few of these spreads like this. I also really liked this page. I started using photos a lot more in the autumn, and I think I haven't been doing that lately because I haven't printed photos, but I really like using photos. And these are my little Soot Sprite stickers that came out at this time in my potions, which I really liked. Again, you'll see one of these weeklies. Little Calcifer. I love him. Yeah, I really liked these spreads. I kind of tried to, even though like October is kind of dark, I used kind of like bright greens and oranges to make it a little happier. Oh, and this is where I was planning out what kind of journal I wanted. I often do this. I journal about journaling. I think a lot of people call it pre-planning, but yeah, I was trying to figure out what I wanted for my next journal. And then me planning out the printable advent calendar that I did. I'm taking more time on these spreads just because I like them a lot more, and there's kind of a lot of details in them that you can look at. Another one of these weeklies. I love these little mushroom guys by Cheyenne Barton. Here's my little froggy sticker pack that I had for Halloween. This time, except for this day, I was pretty much keeping up with my journal most weeks. And then I think that was my final October spread. I just had this weird blank one, and I wanted a double page spread for my November monthly, so I skipped a page, but this was kind of like a Harry Potter magical theme. I feel like I do this theme every single year, but it's one of my favorites. And you guys seem to like Harry Potter too, so it kind of worked out. I really love this spread. This was so fun to draw. I just used Crayola Super Tip markers to fill all this in. And yeah, it was really fun to use kind of more vintagey style, like papers and things. And I printed tons of photos. I have so many extras that I don't know what to do with, but I printed so many stills from Harry Potter to use as pictures. I think I just googled Harry Potter movie scenes or scene stills, and there was tons. I really loved this spread. It was kind of like an herbology spread with the mandrakes and potions and stuff, but I never filled it out, which is kind of sad. And then another one of my favorites, again, I did not finish, but I still like it. It's really cute. I like this little collage up here. This is like Christmas at Hogwarts is one of my favorite things. It's so cozy, and I love when they were playing chess in the Great Hall. And then the final month, which was December, and I went super colorful with this month. I did a lot of spreads, and I used a lot of my stickers, so these were like my ornament stickers. And I had some other wintry kind of Christmassy stickers in these memo pads, and it was a lot of fun to make these. They honestly look like summery spreads. It was like kind of like Christmas in the summer. But yeah, I posted these recently on Instagram. Just trying to catch up. Again, another journaling about journaling spread. And I basically solidified it, not necessarily what kind of journal I want to use, but more so what my style is, I guess. And I think this really helped. I was like looking at inspiration on Instagram of my favorite journaling pages, writing things down that I liked about their spreads, and pages that I've done myself that I really liked. So that was really helpful. I recommend doing that. if you're like not liking your spreads, which was basically me this whole year. And I did another structured one like this, which I continued into December, and I really liked that. Another one, I was really loving this blue plaid washi. It's just an MT washi tape, but it's one of my favorites that I have. I need to find another one because I don't want to run out of it ever. This was just a packing list for when I went to visit family safely, just for the holidays. So, and then I did for like special days I do full spreads. So that was a little Christmas spread. And then that is pretty much it for my whole journal. The rest I'll probably just use when I want to use A5 for journal spreads again at any random point, or I can use it as a sketchbook, or I don't know, I'll definitely use it. I always come back to journals usually, so yep, that is pretty much it for this guy. A lot thicker than it used to be, even though I probably have like a third left, maybe even more. But that's the end for this guy. He is going on my shelf and being replaced by these two, which are obviously smaller, a lot smaller, but since I'm using two, it's kind of equal. This is a Midori B6 square grid and a Hobonichi Weeks. I've never tried either of these journals. And the next video you'll see on my channel will be my setup for these, just talking about what I'm using them for. And yeah, I've already started using them. It's like January 9th right now, so stay tuned for that video. I'm really excited to film it, and I hope you guys like this flip through. Thanks for watching.